President Ramnath Kovind reviews Indian Navy's fleet at Visakhapatnam. Spectacular events mark the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses webinar on budget, focus on education, says youth are the future of India. Budget session of Mizoram Assembly to get underway tomorrow with address by the Governor. Campaign for Manipur Assembly elections hotting up, national party leaders join the fray. And country observes International Mother Language Day. Union Culture Ministry organizes event in New Delhi. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Ashutosh Sharma bringing to you the stories in detail. In national news first, President Ramnath Kovind, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, today reviewed the Indian Navy's fleet at Visakhapatnam. The Indian Navy and the Eastern Naval Command hosted the fleet review. For the third time, the review is being conducted on the coast of Visakhapatnam. Kovind reviewed the fleet from presidential yacht INS Sumitra. The President reviewed 60 ships including INS Tarangini, INS Jyoti and INS Sudarshini. A fleet review is a ceremonial inspection of naval warships by the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, the President of India. The event was a feast to the eyes. Warships, warfighter flights, helicopters and water para jumps showcased rescue operations and many other spectacular events.
It gives me great pleasure to be here with you today. I am pleased to review the readiness of the Indian naval ships, submarines, aircraft and other elements of our maritime power today.
On the other hand, President Ramnath Kovind will undertake a 3-day visit to Assam from the 25th of this month. He will inaugurate the year-long celebrations to mark the 400th birth anniversary of the great Ahom general Lasit Borphukan. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma said the President will launch the birth anniversary celebrations of Lasit Borphukan by laying the foundation for redevelopment of the General's Memorial in Jorhat. He will also lay the foundation for memorial of the Alaboy battle at Dodara in Kamrup district. Kovind will attend the convocation of Tezpur University on the 26th of February. On the same day, he will undertake a jeep safari in Kaziranga National Park and also review the conservation and development efforts of the park. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the youth are the future leaders of the country as well as nation builders. Addressing a webinar on budget announcements in higher education, Modi said empowering the young generation means empowering India's future, which is why there has been a lot of focus on the education sector in the union budget. He said a lot of emphasis has been laid on 5 areas. Universalization of quality education is the first among these. The second area is skill development. Modi said digital skilling ecosystem should be created in the country. The third important aspect is urban planning and design. The fourth important aspect is internationalization. He said world-class foreign universities should come to India. The fifth important aspect is aviation, visual effects, gaming, comic, etc.
यूनिवर्सलाइजेशन ऑफ क्वालिटी एजुकेशन, दूसरा है स्किल डेवलपमेंट. देश में डिजिटल स्किलिंग इकोसिस्टम बने, इंडस्ट्री 4.0 की जब चर्चा चल रही है.
Meanwhile, Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman today said the Union Budget 2020-23 is a budget which has been made for a time when the economy is coming out of the pandemic and recovery is the most important thing that demands focus. The government has hence tried balancing the focus on growth and sustained recovery and continuing with the story of investing in public infrastructure building. The budget has chosen spending on infrastructure as the more favorable route to ensure greater multiplier effect, which will also result in asset creation which can last for several years. Sitharaman said this during an interaction with stakeholders belonging to industry, large taxpayers and professionals as part of a 2-day post-budget outreach in Mumbai.
Has messages for very clear sustainability as a priority. It also has a message of predictable tax regimen.
In Arunachal Pradesh, Governor retired Brigadier Dr. B.D. Mishra today conferred the state gold and silver medals to meritorious individuals of the state at a function in the newly inaugurated General Bipin Rawat Hall, Raj Bhavan, Itanagar. He also gave away the Chief Minister's Excellence Award in Public Administration and Chief Minister's Award for Cleanest Village. The Governor expressed the hope the awardees will continue to inspire their fellow citizens and also contribute wholeheartedly to the development of the state. State gold medals were awarded to 20 best performing persons from different walks of life. State silver medals were. Now it is time for a short break. We will be back with more news. Stay tuned.
जल्दी करो यार प्लीज जल्दी।
दूसरा कोई मैच है क्या?
ऐसा ही कुछ है यार, बैंक जाना है दादाजी को लेके।
हाँ यार, उम्र होने पर कभी कभी मदद तो लगती है,
पर बैंकिंग में नहीं।
वैसे भी आरबीआई कहता है सीनियर सिटीजन सबसे पहले। अगर आप 70 साल से ऊपर हैं और आप बैंक नहीं जा सकते तो बैंक आएगा आपके पास जरूरी सेवाएं लेकर, वो भी वाजिब दरों पर।
सीनियर सबसे पहले। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. In Mizoram, the budget session of the State Legislative Assembly will commence from tomorrow. The session will start with the address of Governor Dr. Haribabu Kambanpati. Chief Minister Zoramthanga, who also holds the finance portfolio, will present the state budget on the 24th of February for the financial year 2022-23. The session will conclude on the 10th of March. Apart from discussion on the Governor's address and departmental budgetary demands, 3 bills and 55 resolutions will also be moved during the session. In Manipur, campaigning for the assembly elections have reached a feverish pitch. National political parties have now intensified the campaign. Star campaigners of both the BJP and Congress are busy explaining to voters why they should cast their ballots for the party nominees. The elections will be held in 2 phases and voting for the first phase will be held on February 28. Union Minister and BJP leader Sarbananda Sonowal campaigned for the party on Sunday. Today, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma joined the campaign trail. Prime Minister and BJP leader Narendra Modi is arriving at Imphal tomorrow and will address an election rally at Hengang Assembly constituency. On the other hand, Congress leader and MP Rahul Gandhi was in the state today. Gandhi addressed a public gathering at Hapta Kangjebung of Imphal. International Mother Language Day is being observed today all over the country to promote awareness of linguistic and cultural diversity with an aim to promote multilingualism. The day, 21st February, was first announced as Mother Language Day by UNESCO on the 17th November 1999 and was formally recognized by the United Nations General Assembly in 2002. Union Culture Ministry organized an event on the occasion as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. On the first day, Culture Ministry Secretary Govind Mahan, Director and Representative of UNESCO to India, Bhutan, Sri Lanka and Maldives, Eric Falt, and renowned lyricist Prasoon Joshi inaugurated the event at Indira Gandhi National Centre of Arts, New Delhi. In Tripura, Chief Minister Biplav Kumar Deb today laid the foundation stone for the construction of an RCC bridge over the Manu River at Manikpur, Longtharai Valley, Dhalai. In a series of tweets, Deb informed that a sum of 500 lakh rupees has been sanctioned for the project. The bridge will be completed in 24 months. He said implementation of the project will substantially improve the socio-economic conditions of the rural inhabitants of Chaumanu block. In Assam, to mark the 75 years of India's independence and in remembrance of the unsung heroes of the freedom struggle, various cultural programs were held today at the Regional Passport Office in Guwahati. It was jointly organized by the Regional Passport Office, Indian Council for Culture and Relations and Branch Secretariat of Ministry of External Affairs. Assistant High Commissioner of Bangladesh, Shah Muhammad Tanveer Mansoor, Cherakung Zeliang, head of the MEA branch secretariat, and Dr. Alice Vizo, director of Postal Services of Assam, were present at the program. In Meghalaya, the Assam Rifles on Sunday organized the inaugural half marathon as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations. The event was flagged off from the headquarters of Directorate General Assam Rifles Light Corps Garrison, Shillong, by Lieutenant General K.C. Panchanathan, GOC 101 area. The event witnessed enthusiastic participation of more than 678 serving personnel and families of Assam Rifles 101 area, Eastern Air Command and the CRPF. In the COVID-19 updates for Northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has reported 302 active cases, even as discharged cases stand at 63,681. The tally for the dead is 296. In Assam, the active caseload is 515, while the cured cases account for 7,15,456. The death toll is 6,631. Manipur has 659 active cases, even as released cases account for 1,33,674. The death toll has touched 2,100. Meghalaya has recorded 372 active cases, even as dismissed cases are 91,353. The tally for the dead is 1,568. With a caseload of 9,919 active cases, Mizoram has reported 1,95,757 discharge cases, even as the dead account for 643. With 264 active cases, Nagaland has 34,340 discharge cases, even as the death toll is 753. Sikkim has 140 active cases, followed by 38,446 discharge cases, even as the tally for the dead is 441. Reporting 61 active cases, Tripura has 99,859 cured cases. The tally for the dead is 919. To end the news, the main points once again. President Ramnath Kovind reviews Indian Navy's fleet at Visakhapatnam. Spectacular events mark the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses webinar on budget. Focus on education, says youth are the future of India. Budget session of Mizoram Assembly to get underway tomorrow with address by the Governor. Campaign for Manipur Assembly elections hotting up. National party leaders join the fray. And country observes International Mother Language Day. Union Culture Ministry organizes events in New Delhi. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.